Market. A friend of the house, investment banker and stockbroker, takes it from here. Mr. Muktar Mohammed, good afternoon, and how are you today?
Yeah, Tulu, thank you. It's a good day. The market is not suffering from the low oil price at the moment. So I think that is good for the market and the players of the market, especially the financial sector that started the week a little bit slow, even into day trading. Midday trading was very low, but closed very, very high. And so it seems there's light at the end of the tunnel, especially for the financial stock, and continued recovery from Nigerian brewery. We've seen it selling on an all-time high, the one-year all-time high, closing at 51 naira 50 kobo. So Zenith Bank also closing at 48 naira, GTCO closing at 65 naira. So we are seeing positivity in the market, especially in those highly capitalized blue chip stocks. So the market is free from the low oil price.
Now that's a good way to start our conversation, Mr. Mohammed. But let's see what is playing out regarding investments now. That will be my question. Is it a good time I know for you, you must always use your money to get more money. But looking at the fundamentals of the market at this time, what would be your advice for investors?
Tolu, the market has a very strong fundamental. Before now, when you have the right issue or you have the public offer issue, you see the market rescinding. That is, once after the offer, you see the market goes very low. This is the first time in the history of Nigerian stock market, I stand to be corrected, where there was an offer, both public offer, right issue, initial public offer, and after those offer, and after the addition of those stocks, the price hasn't gone back to where it is. That shows you that the fundamentals are still strong, especially when you put in place the financial stocks that I'm talking about. Then you look at a stock like Nigerian Brewery. You shouldn't forget that it just did its right issue, and that right issue was about 24 naira or thereabout. Today is selling at 51 naira. That tells you that the market has changed, and that tells you that the fundamentals of the market is still very, very strong. But again, you can't say that of all stocks, but when you look at the market, you look at the fundamentals of the market, you look at those liquid stocks, you look at those stocks that really drive the Nigeria economy, you look at the financial stock, you look at the energy stocks, you look at the oil and gas stock, you realize that the fundamentals are really, really strong. And what it tells you is that these stocks are still selling below their real value. And so for me, I think there's still a lot of opportunity in the market, especially when you look at a stock like Access Bank, say close to there at 21 naira 75 kobo. I think it tells you that that is one of the cheapest stock in the Nigerian market at the moment. And you look at a bank like Zenith Bank, also with a strong fundamental. When you compare it with a pair like GTCO that's already selling for 65 naira already, then you begin to ask yourself, that means there's a lot of value. So today, I think the fundamentals are still very, very strong in the market.
The fixed deposit space, I think it's been a while I touched on that space, having a conversation around that. What is happening around that space? And treasury bills, how attractive are they still looking at this time, in your thoughts, Mr. Mohammed?
Well, the last treasury bill auction was done at 18.4, which has 1 year tenure. So that tells you how attractive it is. It's still very attractive, especially for low risk investors. In the mutual fund space, we have seen the fixed income space also is doing well, not compared to what it was earlier on. And also, but we have seen a new trend these days for both investors, and is largely driven by the financial sector. We saw that happen with Access Bank when they came for commercial paper. Now we are seeing that with Stanbic IBTC. We are seeing that with, though the bank is not listed, Providus Bank also doing commercial paper, and the rate is about 22%. So this fixed income space is still attractive, especially for a lot of investors that made a lot of gain in the equity market, and they are looking for safe havens. And with 18.5% and 22%, between 22 to 23% in commercial paper, or 180 days or 270 days, I tell you, Tulu, it's interesting time and good return on the fixed income space at the moment.
So it's a good time to dip our monies into that market for us to have some very, very appreciable returns. Is that what you're saying, Mr. Mohammed? Because we need to start to, move, put some in equity space and also put some in that other market. How does that come to you?
Exactly what I'm saying, Tolu. You have hit the nail on the head.
I must thank you so much. As always, interesting conversation, Mr. Muktar Mohammed, investment banker, stockbroker. Thank you for helping us understand the performance of the market today.
Thank you, Tolu, for having me.
Well, let's see some few foreign stories before we go. Senegal's Ministry of Energy, Petroleum and Mines says the country's Sangomar oil field has produced and sold 3.8 million barrels of crude since its operations in early 2025. The ministry said the production of Sangomar field continues to show strong performance with 4 shipments, San 027, San 028, San 029 and San 030, totaling 3.8 million barrels which have been lifted and sold on international markets. According to the ministry, output forecast for the oil and gas field remains unchanged for 2025 at approximately 30.53 million barrels in the first quarter of 2025. A total volume of more than 548,000 normal cubic meters of natural gas has been sold since oil extraction began in June 11, 2024. PricewaterhouseCoopers has announced a significant round of layoffs in the United States, quoting around 1,500 jobs. The new quote amounts to 2% of its U.S. workforce, that is over 75,000 employees. The move marks the second major layoffs under the U.S. senior partner, Paul Griggs, in less than a year. The layoffs primarily impact PwC's audit and tax divisions as they have seen slowing demand. Many of those affected had joined the firms recently, with some just months into their roles. Several employees were reportedly informed of their termination through abrupt meeting invites labeled time sensitive. In an earlier restructuring, PwC had laid off 1,800 workers in its products and technology divisions. Well, it's on that note that we wrap up today's show. Thank you so much for being a part of it. As always, I'll see you tomorrow, same time. We'll be here to talk some more business. Enjoy the rest of your day, stay safe, and always get the cash.